Yeah, right now, my life is pretty damn cool, right? Yes, I'd have the pretty girlfriend that every dude dreams of. Yes, my kids adore me. They think I'm the coolest dad in the world because I have a YouTube channel with millions of views. Yes, now I can post thirst trap pictures on Instagram and get thousands of likes and have horny women in my DMs. Yes, I make well into the six figures now, and I get to travel the world living my dream life. But if you rewind the clock 9 years, none of this was true. My life 9 years ago was a complete shit show. Look, I was obese, depressed, and dealing with serious health issues that had me avoiding the doctor at all costs. Why? Because of course, I ran away from all of my issues instead of facing them. I was a shitty husband, so of course my ex-wife and I divorced, and now I was no longer able to tuck my babies in at night. I was a big boy, and of course after we broke up, she got with some little dude. So, in a twisted way, I blame me being fat for the dismantling of my family, which honestly left me feeling resentful and bitter. March 1st, 2013. I remember the moment clear as day. I felt something snap. I woke up that morning and I had a serious moment with myself in the mirror. In the months leading up to this very moment that I just described, I wrestled with the idea of taking my own life. It got that bad for me. I had to use the love of my children as ammunition in that battle with suicidal thoughts. I knew that if I was going to take control of my life, that I would have to get intentional. I couldn't allow myself to keep sinking deeper and deeper into this black hole that I found myself in. My life was a fucking mess, and I had to figure out how to turn things around before it got to a place where I wouldn't be able to recover. Okay, so I sat down and I wrote a list of all my problems. I was broke, depressed. I had a victim mindset. I was dealing with trauma. I lacked a vision for my life. I lacked confidence. And the most obvious, I was fat as hell. So I asked myself, which of these problems should I address first? Which of these problems can be the domino that would essentially knock down all the other problems in my life? When I really gave this some thought, the problem that seemed to be at the root of all the others was the fact that I was overweight and unhealthy. So I decided to dedicate every ounce of my being to losing weight. And I took immediate action. And of course, at first I was afraid and didn't really know what the fuck I was doing, but I gave it my all. I trained hard. I drastically changed my eating habits, and the weight started to come off. Great, right? Nah, it's not that simple. I'd love to sit here and say that in 1 year I lost 100 pounds and magically became a new person. I'd love to be able to just say, yes, I just stayed committed. I worked hard and boom, I had a six-pack. I'd be fronting if I didn't mention the eating disorder that I developed during this process. I would totally be misleading you if I didn't mention the anxiety and the depression that I experienced during weight loss. I'd be lying if I didn't tell you about the gut-wrenching, soul-stretching, mental and spiritual battles that I had to fight during the process of transforming my body.
Life's been happening. I've been on a go, which makes it really difficult. I've run into some financial, issues, which makes it really difficult to eat healthy.
We all have two parts of ourselves. We have our higher self and our lower self. Any sort of positive change that you want to make in your life, whether that's weight loss, improving your relationship, making $1 million, it doesn't matter what it is. It's going to require your higher self to win several really hard battles with your lower self. Right now, you probably believe that weight loss is all about nutrition and exercise, but it's not. And I'll get back to that in a minute though. Just stay with me. So, one day a friend of mine told me about a documentary that changed her life. It was called The Secret, and it was about the law of attraction. So when she described to me the premise of this movie, I automatically thought, this is some hocus pocus shit right here. But after giving in one day and watching it, I learned something that absolutely changed the game for me. One of the main concepts in this movie was the idea that thoughts become things. And that really stuck out to me. So after learning about this concept, I was able to see how my thoughts, my attitude about life, my beliefs, And even the words that I spoke had literally created this shitty life that I hated living. And now I was able to see why I was fat and broke. And it was 100% my fault. So after the stinging of this very hard truth wore off, I felt empowered. I thought to myself, if my thoughts can create this crappy ass life, then if I change the way that I think, then I would be able to change my body and any other detail of my life that I didn't like. I realized that I am in control of my reality. And this, my friends, is the moment that everything changed. So, first thing I did, like most millennials, I Googled how to change your mindset. And here's what I discovered. Meditation, affirmations, mentorship, reading, podcasts, alone time, psychotherapy. These were the keys to my new body. So now with these keys in my hand, I realized that I had to reprogram my mind if I really wanted to change. And I wish I had a magic tip to give you at this point in the video, guys. But the truth is, I simply had to do the work every single day. I had to form new habits. I had to understand my behavior. I had to heal mentally, physically, and emotionally if I wanted to change. I had to become a higher version of myself because that's the version of me that owned the body that I wanted. That's the version of me that owned the life that I wanted. So meditation, affirmations, journaling, therapy, and personal development is what changed my life. Weight loss was just the byproduct of those things. So to wrap this up, guys, if you really want to transform your body, you have to transform your mind. If you commit to doing the inner work, everything else simply just falls into place. So do the inner work. Look, guys, I pray that those words help guide you to your breakthrough moment, because that's all it's going to take is a breakthrough moment for you. And I'd love to be a part of your journey. I have a few options for you. I want you to download my free fat loss guide. It's a very powerful resource that's going to give you all the information you need. There's also brixfitness.com where you can find information about my online coaching packages, because I love to coach people one-on-one. You can buy my downloadable programs as well as join my online community, the Brix Fitness Insiders. It's a powerful, powerful community of like-minded people just like you. And we support each other. So go ahead and click the link in the description right now and get some more information about these resources. And remember, the body that you want is owned by a higher version of yourself. So evolve. Peace.